in this video, we're going to be taking a look at using the in and not in operators in these where clause of SQL. So let's go ahead, and I've got my employees up here, so keep picking on the employees table and our Elvis character. So I'm going to copy this much of it, and instead of equals, we're going to use the keyword in, and you have to use the open parentheses, close parentheses, and we'll say Elvis again. And now, don't forget the semicolon, the terminator. Now if I run this, these two statements right now are functionally the same. So there's really no difference because what's happening here is we're saying equal to Elvis, and the in operator is going to give us the capability to specify multiple values. So can't remember other names in the database, so I'm going to cheat here. And we'll just say, get rid of that. So we'll grab this guy here. Grab Bernie. Oh, one extra tick there. Get rid of that. And let's also grab Lillian. So now what this is going to do, you can see we're getting a bunch of records back here. And this is going to say first name in, and it must be Elvis, Samant, Bernie, or Lillian. Any of these four values are going to be returned back by this query. So just to highlight this, we're here, and let's get a count on this. Run that so we can see 972. And let's modify this a little bit. Obviously not in is going to be another criteria that we can also use. And I'm going to modify this. Let's take select star from employees here. And let's tweak this. And I'm going to use the AND operator. And this excludes some people based on their last name. I'll say not in. And let's come up with some last names to exclude from here. Again, I'm just coming down here and selecting the column. I'm hitting copy. And I'll grab like 4 of them here. And grab Warwick. So we can see we got 971 versus 972. Nice name not in. So I expected a little more exclusion there. Start to say I was expecting a little more exclusion there. And I realized what I did wrong is I just kind of grabbed random names. But let's take a look at some names here. And let's exclude them. So it actually was valid, but I had select star from employee, so I was just kind of grabbing random names and not names out of my actual result set. So I only excluded one more, so I'm going to come through here. Paste these. So simple mistake on my part. I do try to leave some mistakes in there because they are always learning opportunities. Yeah, at least that's the way I look at it. Let's select these guys here now. Now you can see that the count did decrease quite a bit more than from the original count. And I just grab this statement here again. And we'll talk about what's actually happening in the statement just so to reinforce what's happening. I'm going to do star. And we'll run that. So now we can see here's our result set. And what I'm saying is that the first name must be in these 4 values. I'll just highlight this. It must be in these 4 values. And the last name cannot be in these 4 values. So as we go through the result set, if you just look through it, you can see that the first names are in those first 4 values, and I have not returned any values from the last names that are in that list. So the in and not in are very, very powerful statements that we can utilize, and they will actually accept subselects as well. So there's some really, really powerful things. We haven't got to subselects, but I could replace this section with a query that's going to return back values for that in clause to operate on. So very, very versatile statement, very powerful tool in the SQL language.